Hey TPT sellers, it's Mike from SEOTpreneur. This is a live stream recording that I'm doing on August 30th, last day of the TPT sale at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I'm going to broadcast it later tonight and then answer questions. I'll just be in the chat. So if I'm talking to the camera right now, but I'm responding in the chat and it looks like I'm not typing, it's because I'm not. This is live and I'm recording this because I'm updating stuff in my store and I hit this frustrating bundle here. The bundle size cannot exceed, it cannot exceed 2 gigabytes, right? And I've hit this before, so I want to talk about why I hit this problem, the problems I'm trying to avoid on the TPT platform, and the hacks and workarounds that I've discovered to sort of get past this. So this is more advanced TPT hamster stuff. So if you're new to the TPT game, just start your store, just put up products. And the moment you get your first sale, you're what I like to call a TPT tadpole. And then we have a series, a live stream series. Enrique and I on Tuesdays talk about how to elevate your game. This is for TPT hamsters who have gotten their first minimum viable product. You've had at least 10 units sold of a specific product. You start to feel the bug, you're excited about it, and then you're just churning away content. And so what I'm going to talk in this episode is something that I have with my 6Cs products, which are my second popular product on my store, and some of the problems I've discovered along the way with Google Drive and some of the workarounds that I have. So I'm going to walk through some of the hacks that I have. And then if you have different hacks or workarounds to do things, I'd love to hear about them either in the live chat or in the comments below, and maybe I'll address them in the future. If you like this format, because the problem I have with my YouTube channel is I want to give away all of my thoughts about TPT for free. The problem is when I make these polished videos, like the different episodes, they take me forever. And I have this really good episode about, I think, a secret, the number one factor that I think is going to drive your TPT SEO product position, right? And I have it. I have some final editing tweaks, and to get it live, it's just taking me forever because I can't find the time to do that. And so then what happens is it just sits on my computer and it's not going live. So then I started doing this live stream thing, and I like it because I get the content out quicker and I get the ideas out quicker. But the flip side is I feel bad for interrupting your emails and it says live on, SEOTpreneur channel. So if you're watching this, can you leave a comment and let me know what you think of this live stream format in terms of getting my ideas out to you quicker? Now, if you're on part of the SEOTpreneur forums, you'll know that I have this hosting thing, so SEOTpreneur.com. If I go here, if you're part of the Pro Network, you already know that there's a Pro Forum that you can go to. And in the Pro Forum, that's where I answer questions. But more importantly, once a week, I have these Zoom homework clubs. And in the Zoom homework club, we talk about what we're doing on our TPT store, and the people in there keep me accountable for what I do. I do what I'm going to say I'm going to do, because I know that 2 people, 3 people who are watching this afterwards, they do, I have to be there. I have to be accountable. So that's helping me to elevate my game. And I get to hear other perspectives that I hadn't really considered before, or I get them challenging me on why I'm choosing to spend $150 a week on Facebook ads, even though it's not working yet. Right. So that kind of stuff I chat regularly about in my homework club. But yeah, if you want specific feedback about your TPT store, if you like the kind of stuff I produce, then hang out with me in the forums, ask me TPT specific questions about your store. And I like learning from each other. So that's where I'm going. But more importantly, if you're watching this right now, please leave a comment and let me know what you think of this live stream format. Okay, so let's cut to the chase here. And the chase is, what's the chase? The point of this conversation, the reason why I want to do a live stream is because I have these 6Cs products. So I'm going to show you my store. Actually, more importantly, I'm going to show you this one. So this is my critical thinking bundle, right? And so my thinking here, if I go to my TPT store here, and I'll walk you through my process. So I'm going to sort it on TPT based on most popular, which is what it is here. So the bestsellers are at the top. So my reading line is up there at the top. And then I have these 6 Cs: collaboration, character, citizenship, et cetera, right? So these are the individual products. And then they upsell to this back to school bundle where I wanted to have everything. And that's great, right? So here is an example of the character. And here's the example of the back to school citizenship one. And I can see here, if I scroll down, you can see what's in the bundle. But what TPT automatically does is if it recognizes that all of the component pieces of this bundle are in a larger bundle, it'll automatically say also included in, right? And so I like that format because it upsells really well, I think. I don't have the metrics to prove this, but it has to because it gets prominent positioning here, right? So the problem I have is today in the citizenship product, what I had was it didn't have in the upsell bundle for back to school learning. So if I go here very briefly, in the back to school learning, what I just added, if I jump to the very end here, right? So in the very end here, what I discovered was, oh, this classroom citizenship, it wasn't showing this growth mindset mega bundle as an upsell path. And it was because I hadn't included the paid version. And so then I included the paid version, but I didn't want it to show up at the bottom. So then what I did was I just scroll down here to the paid version. So all I did was I wanted it to be right together with the who is invisible and the who is like the freebie and the paid version. I wanted them to be together. So you can just click and drag these things. So if I drag this down here, you'll see the numbering changes. Okay, so one of the secret things about the bundle product format is it's fantastic in the sense that it allows us to have this upsell mechanism. So then you can see like, oh, hey, this is included in the back to school bundle or the everything bundle. I want to get that, right? That's the logic. That's the upsell path. The problem is when I go here on this bundle, and this is set up as, I used to have things on Google Drive, but Google Drive, I discovered that it was just an incredibly frustrating experience as a TPT seller to support TPT buyers, teachers who maybe weren't very tech literate or technology wasn't their passion, or they didn't have time and they needed the resource quickly, and not being able to find the resource quickly in a Google Drive format was frustrating. And so I went away from that format. Ask me in the comments if you want me to explain what I mean about why I switched away from Google Drive. But right now, all of my products are PDF products. They're digital download products. They're not the Google Drive product format. And what I like about that format is if you click on Get Bundle, right, you have this option to download all. So I'm going to download this all quickly to show you what I mean. I will go into, I don't know, I'm going to have a demo. Downloads, and I'm just going to call this demo 2023-08-30. Okay, so I'll just save everything in this folder so you can see what I mean. So I like this format because it downloads it all. It downloads it to my computer. Okay, so I click on this format, and now I can see here on my computer what TPT does in these bundles is it gives it a number. So a couple of things. It gives it a product number, like the file. So 06070809. That's based on what the number is here. So if I go down here, 06 here would be the video plus citizenship B and video plus C consolidation. And if I go here, I can see number 6 is video B plus C. Okay, so one potential issue that you're going to have on a Windows computer device that your teacher buyers will have, I don't know if this is true on Mac, but with Windows, when you start to get really long file names, things don't work. You can't save it with real long file names, and you start to get errors like that. And so one of the challenges here is it saves it as a zip file, and then you extract it all. So it's going to automatically extract it with the name of the product, right? So zoom, there it is. It's extracting out, and I'll show you over here. And so I have this demo folder, and then I have this really long file name here. And then in here, I have this really long file name. And so the file names get longer and longer. I'm going to guess the file name length is probably something like 256 characters. So I imagine at a certain point, if teachers are downloading it into a very long folder name anyways to begin with, and then they're trying to extract these things, I think there's going to be problems. I don't actually have experience with that because on the buyer side, I don't buy TPT products. I'm a full-time content creator. So but I think that's a hiccup that must happen somewhere and must be frustrating for somewhere. If you have any feedback on that, I'd love to hear about that. That's my hypothesis, but I think long file names are going to be the issue. The real thing that I want to talk about here, the headache here, is because there are product numberings, right? So 26, 27, 28, 29, it means that when I added this today, so for example, I noticed that in my citizenship bundle, I wanted to add this who is invisible, the paid version, and I added it here to the back to school learning bundle. So if I just edit the bundle, I should have added it at the bottom if I wanted to keep the number straight. So when I added it, so if I jump down here, it should have been position number 45, but I put it in position number, where are you? Who is invisible? I put it in here as a paid version as 33. So that means in this download, if I go up here, it means download number 33 is the paid version, but it means after that, all of these files, the numbers, they're all going to change, right? So now it's going to be, so if you had downloaded my bundle previously, and then I send a note to people and I say, hey, I just added the answer key to who is invisible, I can't say it's product number 30. Check it out. It's product number 38, because it means that later on, if I add a new product and then like, it's not going to be product 38 necessarily anymore. So I love, excuse me, I love that TPT puts the numbers here, because that means in theory, if bundles don't change very often, you can just look for the bundle number, because titles change a lot. And that's got to be confusing for teachers, because as we modify titles and we tinker and play with new keywords, it's going to change the file name in the bundle, but there's nothing we can do about this format. Okay, that's not why I started this video, although that is something that's, I find, you won't know that's a problem as a TPT hamster until you start to have bundles and large bundles and you start to play with the order of bundles. Okay, so the problem that I have that started today's conversation is in this, the problem I have is I have this critical thinking bundle. Where are you? Here it is. So I have this critical thinking bundle. I'm going to refresh it. And if I scroll down here, you can see that I don't have, where are you? Here you go. Here's the product, the critical thinking bundle. If I scroll down here, it doesn't, oh, it does upsell to the learning bundle because I just added it in the thing. Okay. So if I go into this bundle and I add this, so now I'm really confused. So it says select resources to include. What's going on here? I went critical thinking bundle, right? And so now it says the bundle exceeds. So I went critical thinking and I went to add this select 17 resources. So I selected the 17 resources, and then it says the warning I get is this bundle exceeds the 2 GB file size maximum for our download all feature. And now I'm confused because there was a product that was missing when I started this video that didn't allow me, that wasn't showing up this back to school upsell path here because it was missing from the bundle. And so I clicked this bundle and then I hit done, but now it still let me download all 17 features. So now I'm super confused. With bundles, you may not know this, but with bundles on TPT, if in the bundle product format, the maximum discount you can have is 50%. Because if I want to sell this product at $40, TPT will say, hey, you can't do this. All right. So one of the toughest things that I had that I couldn't figure out this for the longest time is sometimes if you go on Teachers Pay Teachers, and I remember finding one that from Deanna Jump, and I'm gonna show you in a second. Actually, I'll show you with this new bundle that I have. Let's go with the book face bundle. Book face bundle. Here we go. Okay, if you have a single PDF product, you can set the price of the product to whatever you want. So the list price I have here is $104, but I'm selling it at $42.50. Half of 104 is $52, but I'm selling it for $34 here, or $42.50. It's on sale. How did I get it below a 50% discount in a bundle? And the reason, the way that we do this is it's not actually a bundle product. It's a digital download product that I've simply set to a lower price. And I wasn't sure if we could do this, so I asked TPT support how other sellers were doing it. And they said, yeah, this is basically how they made bundles in the old days. So when you first started TPT, they didn't have the bundle product type. And in the old days, you would just create these bundles with zip files of all your resources. You set the price to whatever you want, and then you can set the bundle discount price to whatever you want. I can set it to $24, right? And there's no warning there. I am going to set it to 42.50. I don't want to change that for right now yet. I'm going to talk about that in a second. So yeah. So, and this is not a bundle product type. As you can see here, I have attached a digital download to this. So the way that you get a bundle, right? So reading comprehension bundle. Maybe I'll try that as a title actually, because reading comprehension program is not selling well. So let's change this to bundle, reading comprehension bundle, because keywords matter. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to change this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit submit. Give it a second to save, right? So now this is called reading comprehension bundle, and the price is lower than that. And in my general workflow, what I do is I automatically save my file, because that slight keyword change later on, I'm going to forget I made. And someday I'm going to say, why am I making all of these sales now of this book-based bundle that didn't used to sell? And then if I go through my records, I can see, oh, here's like on the August 30th, I changed one thing and that made all the difference, right? So this could be that one thing. I'm going to continue save. I am going to save it. I have a bundle, backup descriptions, and I think it's probably under reading. And then I probably have bookface bundle. And then I'm going to change, and I just make a note in the file name, change program to bundle. All right, and I save it, and then I look to see if there was any errors, because sometimes up here I get an error that it couldn't save the file, and that's because the file name's too long. Okay, so I saved this bundle. I'm going to talk about book save, the book face thing in a second. But here I am. I'm back in my 6 C's bundle, and because this is an official bundle product type by TPT, I can't change the minimum price, right? So the minimum price here I can set is 50%, which is, I don't know, $60, $70. I don't want it $74. I don't want it $74.25. I'd rather sell it around $60, because my goal is to provide so much value that it would be ridiculous for you not to buy, right? Like you see this, you see this, you see this, you get this, get this. That's incredible value. And teachers are like, a lot of teachers who buy my stuff, they're paying out of their pocket, right? And I used to do that a lot, but money is tough right now. And so I don't want to charge $74.25 for this product, but because it's this bundle path, I have to charge that price because there's that cap in TPT. Do I have to charge that pass? Not officially, because I can go into all the products and lower the prices. But that takes time, and it's manual, and it's hard. And so then I have this cost benefit analysis. Do I manually drop the prices to lower the price of the bundle, or do I not have that upsell path? And the benefit with the bundle product type in TPT is I get this very pretty upsell path directly from the TPT network, right? So I like that. And view bundle, and that's very user friendly. And the easier it is, the less resistance there is to buy. So for this, I have the bundle path. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up this bundle here. I'm gonna talk more in a second. I did not change anything. Oh no, I'll just save this 74.25 because I'm confused, because I got that warning that it was 2 gigabytes. So maybe the next product I add will be more than 2 gigabytes, and then TPT will not let it download. Let's find out here. I do have to send a note to followers. I will do that in a second. I'm just curious. Get bundles. It says it's generating. Sometimes I find that if I refresh the page and then it reloads this bundle, it's still generating. So this might be where it might say I can't generate the file. And actually, I think on my everything bundle, so if I scroll down here, here's my everything bundle. The everything bundle is now so large that you can't download it as a single thing. At least that's what TPT says. Like it says you can't download all. Will you see? Now I'm 100% completely confused, because maybe that's not a real limitation. So if I am now so confused, but all right. So let's just go down here. I'm going to download this. I'm going to go to my demo. I'm going to download the everything bundle. I'm going to let it save. 629 megabytes compressed. I think the source files might be more than 629 megabytes. Let's just see what that's like. So here is my store. Let's just extract all. Bear with me. There's a reason why I'm going into this. So it's extracting all the files. Let's just see right now. So if I go in here, here's my folder. the everything bundle. Okay, so if I look at the properties, how big is this? It's not more than 200 gigabytes. Maybe you're confusing me, TPT. Okay, because on the everything bundle, I'm getting warnings that says if it's more than 2 gigabytes, it won't download. So maybe there's a glitch in that system. Maybe it is more than 2 gigabytes. I'm not really sure. All right. So what you may or may not know as a TPT hamster is that there may or may not be this cap on how many files that we can put into a single bundle, like how large the file can be. All right, what I'm going to show you right now, one of the things, and I would be curious to know what you do here, is if I go to I'm gonna that's my back to school learning skills. This is the mega bundle here. So what I do is I put a note to the followers. I don't know what I added, so I'll just heads up, you just saved money. I just added the paid version of the what was it? The citizenship. Who is invisible? Okay, so I'm going to show you what I do here in my heads up. I would love to hear what you do in your heads up in your notified buyer, because it only shows up for this version, and then once you update it again, I don't think it shows up on that download page. So I just added the paid version of the Who is Invisible answer key challenge, which includes handouts and answer key. Okay, so what I like to do is questions, email mike@educircles.org. I might say, please leave a review to help other teachers. Please leave a review to help other teachers, because I like reviews. I like positive and negative reviews. I like positive ones more, but the negative ones, the constructive ones, help me figure out what the problem was, what the person thought was the error, or there was a miscommunication, or I didn't communicate something clearly enough, so they thought it was something instead of something else. And so when they tell me about that, usually I offer to reach out to them behind the scenes as well, with like a $10 feedback card about, thanks for letting me know. Here are 3 specific questions. If you email me, I'll give you a $10 TPT gift card for your time, because I'm curious to know more about how to fix this product. And then when I fix the product, I update my response to that teacher, and I say, like, hey, here's just so that other people reading the thread will see what I've responded. So I love the constructive feedback, because it helps me make the product better, or it helps me target my messaging to get to the right people, and to sort of, so that to repel people who aren't the right audience, I can put that in my messaging and try to make that more clear. But I'm trying to get more reviews, and some of you have lots of reviews relative to the number of subscribers I have. I think I have 2,000 subs on my TPT store, but only 500 reviews. So what's your secret? I'd love to know. Leave a comment. I'll be in the chat. I'm in the comments later on. But yeah, please leave a review to help other teachers. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to submit this. So that's going to send a note to the buyers, and that'll show up on their resource download page. I do have notes later on where I keep track of everything, but I'm going to do that later. All right, so I'll move that to the side. So I'm going to now update the everything bundle, and I have some products to add here. And the way that I update this bundle, because $334.50 is not the true price of this bundle. I've artificially lowered things, and that's just because I don't want to sell everything for more than $133. Times are tough. So I use an app, a Chrome extension. There's a free version that allows you to do a few things, and then there's a paid version that allows you to do more things. So I use this program to automate what I do on my computer. So basically, it allows me to run a script, and then it just runs. It's like it does a bunch of instructions, and it clicks on different parts of the screen so that I don't have to do it. So here's what I mean by that. I have this bundle thing, and I'm on instruction 92. And before that, I have a whole bunch of instructions where basically it goes to a different product page. It waits for 3 seconds, 3,000 milliseconds. It goes to the item price, changes it. It changes the license price. It changes the bundle price, and then it clicks submit. And then it opens up the next one. So what I'm going to do right now, so I pause that. I lowered the price for my for my 6Cs bundle changes, I might actually try to put both on the side here. So here's one and here's two. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so here's the bundle. Let's just make this bigger for a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpause it. So I'm going to resume, and it's just going to go through each instruction, right? And then it's going to go here to this part here. And so I'm going to raise some prices to get the pricing for the everything bundle correct. And it's going to open, it's going to wait 3,000 seconds or 3,000 milliseconds. And then it's going to open up this page, right? So this page here is one of my products, and it's going to go to the item price and change it to $10. It's going to go to the bundle price, change it to $5. It's going to click submit. It's going to wait 3 seconds. It's going to open up a new product that I want to change. It's going to set the item price to $5. It's going to submit because there's a different way. It's a code thing. Pages change. And so you have to figure out how to click on these buttons. And likewise, it's going to keep on doing that. And then it's going to open up my everything bundle, and it's going to find my daily snippet because I like to have this this message, this internal message, kind of like an internal ad where I update things. And then it's going to pause. And I probably have a pause. Oh, where is my pause key? I think it's going to pause right here. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. Let's see if this works. I'm going to scroll over here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to close other tabs. All right. I hope that it's still connected. I might get an error, but let's find out here. So I'm going to click. Where am I? I think I am here. Okay. So resume. Let's see what happens. Is it connected, or am I going to get an error? I might get, oh, there we go. Oh, it closed the other window. So it's opening it up. It's going through, it's automated. It's clicking the button, right? And then it's programmed to have a couple of seconds of waiting time. It opens up the next page. It jumps down. It changes the price. It clicks on submit, right? Waits a few seconds. And then it opens up my everything bundle. And then, so what I did there is I just basically, rather than manually dropping the price for this resource, that's part of my everything bundle, I automated that, right? I didn't automate it to a different server. Basically, I told my computer, rather than me click here, submit, and then just do it manually myself, I taught my computer how to do this manually. And that's where automation speeds up your business, or that's where hiring it out to other people like VAs to do it speeds up your business. If you're interested in that, can you leave a comment? If it's live right now and you're watching it at like 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern time, then I'll be in the chats and I can respond specifically to you right away, or just leave a comment and I'll respond to that. So that's something. I know there are paid services out there. My goal is to provide everything for free, like free knowledge and then affordable tools. And I can provide this, but the problem with this, with the script that I run, is that the moment something changes on the TPT website, I have to change my code, right? And then I have to push that update out to people. So then they have to download that code. And I have to figure out how to do that. There are ways to automate it. Like I know that this is possible because other places are able to automate access to TPT. I know that access to TPT is against their terms of service, like this automated thing. So I don't think I could, within the terms of service, have this server somewhere in the world that basically does this for me without me being at my computer. I think that would require a special agreement with TPT. But I think automation and data automation are tools that that every TPT seller should have. And I think TPT should offer these automation tools. I would be happy to pay for like a premium plus tier on TPT if you allowed me to automate some things. Absolutely. But in the absence of that, I think that they should open it up to third parties. Right now, there's one third party that can do this, My Data Playbook, not necessarily with this, but with the automation of data collection. They have that, but they're like the iPhone of phones, right? I'm not trying to be the iPhone of that product. I'm trying to be the $100 phone that they're selling in developing and emerging economies to get people connected to the internet, right? To equalize access to knowledge. So yeah, anyway, if you're interested in the automation stuff that I do here with UI Vision, you have questions, if you're part of SEOTpreneur PRO, just ask me at the Zoom meeting or ask me in the discussion forums. And if you're not there, then ask me in the chat or ask me in the YouTube comment. Ask me the general questions. Okay, so here I am in the everything bundle. And I've lowered the price now to what I want it to be, $167.25. That's actually not where I want it to be, but that's where it has to be right now. So I'm just going to put that here as a note. Okay, and the reason why I have updated this is because I have two new resources that I want to add to here. So, sorry. So select resources to add. I added something called my book face bundle, which actually is now the 10x reading bundle. See, it's $42.50. So here's where my problem is. The reading comprehension bundle, this book face bundle that I have, reading comprehension, no, links.educircles.org, TPT, book face bundle. So the book face bundle that I made is basically, I just took all of the resources. Like I wanted to have a single product that had all of my reading stuff, right? And I needed to be at a certain price because this includes my reading bundle. These top products here, like boom, up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is my reading bundle. And then I'm starting to add my other reading resources. And I put it as a zip file because something I've discovered with my 6Cs bundle, as it started to get larger and larger, and I kept on adding things, like I had small products because they upsell to that 6Cs bundle, but that 6C bundle then gets very confusing and teachers don't know where to start. So I came up with this book face bundle because I wanted to give teachers an easy way. Here's where you start program. And so what's new about this content, I'm just going to extract it all because you can't have duplicate content on TPT. With bundles, you can add them together, I guess. Technically, I guess that's duplicate content. But what I've added here is, so this is what the teacher would open up. And it says right here, this is a lot tidier, right? There's just one PDF here, and then there are folders that have the other things that you might need. So then the user experience that I start to think about as a more like a TPT seller that's been here for a while, like at the beginning of the TPT hamster journey, you're just cranking out products. But then as you start to move into TPT Hawkland, which is where you're starting to think about things as a business, you start to realize that the user experience is super important. And the smoother you make the user experience, UX, the easier it is, the less frustration there is, the more positive reviews you get, and the cycles kind of grows from there. So the reading book face bundle that I have here, I have this start here PDF, right? I don't like the new Apple or the new interface for Adobe. I'm not used to it yet, right? But basically here it is, explains how to do it, what's in the zip file, and then here are the quick links that I have here. And then here, this is what the new value is in the book face bundle is it has this PDF, the lesson guide, where basically I walk you through, like, so if you're brand new to teaching, like you're teaching English for the first time, you taught math for 20 years and all of a sudden you're at a new school and they put you in grade 8 English. You're a great teacher, but you don't have the content for it. Boom, this is for you, right? It walks you through your program. It tells you what you need each time, and it gives you a little synopsis about what's in here. So the lesson plan, this new lesson plan, which is 41 pages, this is new, but it's not part of my everything bundle. The problem I have now, and I had this for a little bit of time, is I wasn't sure how to add this product to my everything bundle, because if I add it to my everything bundle, right? If I add it down here to the everything bundle, that 10x here, and I hit done, instantly what's happened is my price has jumped up. And so now, before it used to be 167, I can't sell it for 167.25 because the price of the product is $104. And the bundle incorporates not the sale or like the individual price, but the actual list price of the product. So now my everything bundle in theory has increased by $104, which I don't want. That means that I have to increase my price here from my everything bundle to like $50 more. So 167, 217, 225, like 219, 20. I don't want to go to 219.25 from 167.25 to 219.25. That's a scam. That doesn't feel right to me because this bundle already had everything that was already in the everything bundle, and that's not right. So the way around this is I have to artificially lower the price of this bundle from $104 to like to what I want it to actually be. Okay, so let's do that. So I am going to, I actually have to save this. Oh, sorry. Before I do that, I am going to add, I just published a new freebie. It was my Chat GPT freebie, which, oh, no, it's 2 words, Chat GPT. Here it is, the reading package, which is free. So the reading package is free. It won't change the price here. So I'm going to hit done. I am going to update this. It's going to be at this ridiculous price of $219.25 for a split second. So let's hit submit. It won't let me because this is too long. Oh yeah, so here's another annoying thing that you may or may not know. So TPT in your product description does not allow you to have more than 45,000 characters. I have more than 45,000 characters. And in fact, I had to take things out because I like to put reviews and I like to put links. And then I'm pretty sure what is counting to this link is, I'm going to go Control K to open this up. I think it's also including the URLs, right? And so one of the ways that I try to reduce URLs is I just simplify the URL and the TPT things. You don't actually need all of that stuff. I'm going to show you in a second. So I'm going to start at the bottom here. So here's my teacherspayteachers.com, right? If I open this up in a new tab, that's a very long domain name, which will go here, right? But what TPT actually does is it just looks at the last dash and the numbers for the product code. So I can change this long name and just make it EduCircles, right? I'm going to copy that. And you'll see that it'll still redirect to the correct page because the product ID here is the same at the end. So I'm just going to go back here. I'm going to change this to my short version. And now you can see that that warning has disappeared. The reason why I'm editing this version is because what I like for proof of concept. So I have my daily update. Oops, sorry. 3, 4, 5. I use 5 periods to make it easy to find and jump to it. So it's not 92,465 right now. It is, how many people have downloaded my stuff? I did the math earlier today. It is, boom, 94130. So I'm going to change this to 94130, right? 94130. So I like that social proof. 94130. All right. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to submit this. Submit. I'm going to give it a second to think. So what I've done right now is I just with that one hack, I've been able to go from 45,000 characters, which was too much. I was able to reduce the HTML, the URL link to something shorter, which then allows me to, the system will accept it. Okay, so here I am. And I have added, if I go to the very bottom here, to the very end here, I have got here we go. Here's my new resource that I just added. And here's the 10x reading comprehension bundle. All right. So I find this incredibly hard. Oh, maybe it just never generates. Maybe that's what it is when it hits the cap, that it just can't generate all the, so then you have to download them individually. When you have a really large bundle, and by the way, there's a cap to bundles. You can only have 400 products in your bundle, which I know you're thinking, I'll never hit that 400. And that's what TPT was thinking too. My goal in the everything bundle is to provide so much value that you get everything. And if you jump on early, so this is like, it's a time sensitive offer because you know that as I add more stuff to my everything bundle, then the price of the product is going to go up because it has to, because the system only allows me to give a 50% discount, right? And the manually shifting of the prices just takes forever. Okay, so what I need to now do on this system is what I've told people. The way that I do this everything bundle is I basically say the way to download the bundle once you download it, right, is download the files from the individual product pages. And I say, join the EduCircles Club, which is the newsletter, because in the newsletter, I usually include a link that goes directly to download the new product. And I'll show you how I do that in a second. But what I need to do now is in my table of contents, I need to add a direct link so they can download it. Because if you buy my everything bundle and then you can't download this file because it's too big and it never stops generating, then it means in theory, you would have to try to navigate 2120. Like, this is ridiculous. No one's going to be able to find anything with only looking at 5 things. Like, that's a tough way to do it. So what I've done now is I have this table of contents where in here I list everything that's in my resource. So I think I already added the book mail bundle, but I'm going to actually add book face bundle in here. So I'm going to edit this listing. This is a long video. I feel like people are just going to listen to it in the background. So thank you for listening to it in the background, because listening to the background gives the channel watch hours, and we need 4,000 hours to become monetized. And once the channel becomes monetized, then I'm trying to grow the channel to the point where I can make $700 in ad money. And if I can make $700 in ad money per month, that pays for me to have a freelancer community in the Philippines to do all my video editing, which lets me put out polished videos quicker. So if you like this stuff, if you're still watching at the 40-minute mark, anything you can do to watch the videos in the background, I appreciate it. Play the playlist. It helps out a lot. It helps us grow, helps me to put out more content, helps me to help teachers, sellers like you, helps me to learn what your problems are, helps you to come into the community and get more bought in and eventually join us on SEOTpreneur PRO. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to update my table of contents. So book face bundle, which I think here, I'm just going to jump out here. I just want to, there we go. So that's going to the book face bundle. All right. So I'm going to get rid of please email Mike because I don't need to do that anymore. And now I have my chat GPT bundle. So where's my chat GPT bundle? Other articles. I should just go Control F. Do I not have a chat GPT section? Find it. Oh, maybe chat GPT. ChatGPT is part of my chat. I have my ChatGPT slideshow there. Oh, that's going to take forever. That's going to be frustrating. I don't want to get into that right now. I will do that next time, maybe. All right. I'm going to put chat GPT bundle. Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that now just so that you can see it, just for completeness. So what I like to do for this is here's the slideshow. I like to put UTMs. Did that work? Yeah, here's the slideshow here. So the slideshow that I put at the top here is this everything bundle. Like the UTM source is my TPT store version SPF, and UTM campaign equals everything bundle. Okay, pro tip that you won't know if you're a beginning TPT hamster or maybe a TPT hawk. So for a while, I tried to have not a UTM source, but just a UTM campaign to see what would work. It doesn't work at all. TPT completely ignores it if it does not have that UTM source. So UTM campaign only like that will not work. It'll only register as UTM source and then the optional UTM campaign. So something that you may not have known here. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to copy. I'm going to copy that. So here's the critical thinking slideshow, which is part of this chat GPT bundle. I'm just going to add the bundle right now, which is here. So I'm going to change because I know that my file name length is a problem. So I'm going to make this edgy circles. And then I'm going to copy my UTM link. So this is what I do, copy and then paste. I'm going to copy that short link. I'm going to test it by clicking it to make sure it goes to the right spot. And it looks like it did. So now I'm going to go back into my ChatGPT bundle here. I shift home to select that. I go Control K, which is a shortcut in lots of programs to add a link. I'm going to link the bundle here. I'm going to hit add, and I'm going to just stop there for now. So I'm going to scroll down. Oh, I wanted to change the price, but I can't. Okay, because it's $219.25. All right, I'm going to walk you through something that you may or may not know, and I'm going to show you the solution to this. So I'm going to try to change the price for this book face bundle. And the book face bundle, if I just go links, and by the way, these are evergreen links. So even if I leave TPT, I own links.educircles.org, and it's just a redirection, right? If you're not sure about that, ask me in the comments. So here it is. And I think I said in here the value of the reading plan was essentially $5. All right, so I'm going to temporarily drop this price to $5. And I'm going to remember my price points, right? So I'm going to add here All right, so the price points are 104, and then multiple license I can ignore, and then 42.50. All right, so I'm going to change this temporarily to $5 and get rid of the bundle discount to $5. Oh, if I get rid of it completely, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to update this page, and I'm going to hope that no one buys this product in this split second that it's here. All right, so if I go back to my everything bundle, if I try to change this price, right, you'll see that nothing has changed here. Okay, what happens if I click on add resources? Where's the add resources button? Select resources to include. Right, so if I go to the, what is it called, 10x? So once I hit, I don't have to refresh the page. I don't have to leave here. If I just go back, if I go back to the add resources page, it'll detect the new price point. And then if I scroll down here to the bottom or at the top, just click done. It should now detect the price point as $5. There it is, $5. So I'm going to go down here. I don't want to sell this for $305. I really wanted to sell it around 167. So I can't sell at 167 because I've added a $5 resource. So it automatically adds 250. So 167, 169.75. There we go. So that's now the new price. And so now I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to add a note to followers, notify bundle, heads up. Oh, and I can just copy the other money. You just saved money. All right. I just added the, no, not the paid version. I just added the, what is it? And I'm just going to repurpose language that I've used before. So if I go to, I don't know, my store, it's not in links.tpt 6Cs bundle. Okay, so if I jump to my 6Cs bundle, and that's how I know that the code for my thing is 6C/bundle. So that's an easier way for me to find my product. And if I go Control F ... here's my daily update. And here's my new product alert. So here's, I'm just going to repurpose that. So heads up, you just saved money. I just added a 58-page ChatGPT reading package with Bloom taxonomy questions to show students. See, so there's a cap on how long you can to show students how to use AI appropriately. Please leave a review to help other teachers. Questions? Right. There is an absolute cap on how much I can add. I've hit the cap right there. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to submit. They just saved money. I feel fair saying that because even though this product is free right now, I added something else in here or where the price had to change up. So the price has changed up. So someone who just bought the everything bundle will see that their price has changed. So I'll just put it up here. Oh, I'm going to put it, where am I going to put it? I'm going to add that in my notes later on. Okay, so they just saved money. The bundle is ridiculously cheap right now. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. And so now I have to go back and change the price of this product. So the 10X reading comprehension bundle, it's not supposed to be $5. That's like a hack to get around. It's supposed to be $104 because that's the amount of value in the resource, which you only get for $40.50. And what I like about this is I could add other resources to it. So the price of this bundle could be worth $200 worth of value, and I can still sell it for $42.50 because I want to help teachers out. That's my main goal. And I know that if you find this stuff and you love this stuff and you teach ELA, and then if you're in Ontario, my ELA teachers are often homeroom teachers, I have other stuff that you're going to love. And so that's why I want to keep this price here. I want you to get used to the idea that EduCircles provides you so much value that is exactly the way that you teach, because you are my ideal customer avatar. We teach the same way. You're my market. This is exactly what you need. And then you start to upgrade. My goal is eventually to get you up to the everything bundle. So anyways, I changed the price there. I am going to just submit this. And so that'll return the price back to normal. All right, so I'm going to end this by showing you. So here I am. So I haven't changed anything there, but I have changed my everything bundle. So I am going to change the save here. So yeah, this is what I do, right? Yeah. Does it take time? Yep, it takes time. You know, it's faster because I automate things. It's taking longer because I'm explaining things, but I guess this is what it means to be a full-time seller. If you like this, if this seems exciting and you want to know what it's like, you want to take that jump to full-time sellerness, yeah, you should chat with me. But I'm going to back up to my backup descriptions. I have the everything bundle. And then here I just say added, and the code is chat GPT reading package. This might give me a file error because it's so long. Nope, it's still okay. All right. I've set it up to close the page once I've saved the file. All right, so now what I need to do is I've artificially dropped the price of a whole bunch of resources in order to get to the everything bundle, the price I want it to be. So rather than me going through this resource, like critical thinking B, critical thinking C, critical thinking D, I'm gonna have this script do it for me. I taught my computer how to use my computer, and it's just going to go open up this page, reset the price to what it's supposed to be, click on submit, go to the paid SEOT slideshow, set the price to what it's supposed to be, click submit. All right, so let's go back up here, daily snippet. I'm going to click resume. Let's see what happens. Does it open up a new page? No, it's not. It's opening up the same page. So, oh, no, it did. It's opening up. Okay, so it's still working. Whew. So it's detecting, it's automated, right? It's from my computer. So I'm not doing anything spammy. I've just simply made my life easier. My computer is going out. It's logging into my account. It's downloading things. Now, pro tip. Some of you are thinking, hey, I'm pretty good with computers. I'm going to go to UI Vision and do it myself. Awesome. Fantastic. Something that I've learned, even doing it manually, is if you open up too many TPT product pages at once, TPT will say, whoa, something looks suspicious. This doesn't have to be with an automated method, right? Like if I go up here into a bookmark folder and I put all the product pages that I want to download or to change the price, because that would make sense. That would be a life hack, right? And if I go right click on that and I say open all the pages, because I know I'm going to have to edit those pages, if it opens up 10 pages super fast, TPT is going to think it's getting hacked. It's something's weird here, and it's just going to block your IP address, right? Obviously, there are ways around that. But when I do this, I set it up to go human speed as opposed to ridiculously fast. Now it's slowed here. Did it slow because it's done, or did it slow because there's an error? So I scroll down here to the bottom, macro paused. Why are you paused? ChatGPT lesson slideshow. Oh, maybe I was going to do something with the ChatGPT lesson slideshow. No, I think that's okay. I'm going to resume. You can put pauses in UI Vision, which I like a lot. So that lets you check things. Yeah, I like UI Vision, but it's way too complicated for the typical TPT seller, which is why simple is easy. I got to try to come up with a way to help you out here. It's doing a price change, ChatGPT critical thing. Are you done? Macro pause. Do I have another? No, macro completed. Okay. See, here's where I mean, like, it's too complicated for the average TPT seller, like as a computer thing. So just because the macro completed, it doesn't mean it did it correctly and reset all my prices. So now I go back and I check, okay, $5.60, that looks right. $2.40, that looks right for that product. Or actually, the list price is $6. That looks right. List price is $6. That looks right. List price $6. Sometimes there'll be an error and it just won't save the page properly, in which case your price doesn't go back up, right? And so, yeah, quality control. So $15 for this product, that's correct. $11 for a product, that's correct. $13, that's correct. $11, that's correct. $13, that's correct. $5, and I'm done. So, this turned out to be an hour conversation chat where I walk you through what I do in this Edgy Circles bundle to drop my prices, and some pro tips. Okay, so refresher and reminder and sort of the sales pitch. Because if you're still watching here, you are my kind of TPT seller because you just watched through this whole YouTube video to learn something new, or it's in the background and you're processing information. That means you like to learn, and it means that you think that there's something potentially serious or potentially valuable about your TPT game, right? So if that's the case, I'd like to meet you. I'd like to chat with you, and I'd like to offer you a 7-day trial, right? So if I go here, SEOTpreneur.com, I want an unfair advantage, sign up for the newsletter. If I want a really big unfair advantage, sign up for SEOTpreneur. You can start a free trial, which it counts. If I click here, what happens? It's been so long, right? So it's $10 per month for SEOTpreneur PRO. And that gets you access to the homework clubs, and it gets access to conversations with me. And you can ask me specific questions about your TPT store. So if you've ever been in a YouTube channel and you ask a general question, sometimes I'll say, I can't answer that question. Or if you email me, you might say, hey, what do you think about this? And I'll reply, I can't actually respond to email because I reserve email for my one-on-one pro clients or my one-on-one paid clients. I do one-on-one coaching for small business and TPT sellers. So the way that I provide feedback and my 2 cents on TPT stores is in the SEOT Pro forums or during the homework clubs and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so if you like this, if you see value in the content I'm creating, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. It helps me get the hours. It helps me create more content. But it's time to chat, and I'd love to chat with you in that free 7-day trial and get to learn more about your store. And yeah, let's go from there. So if you have any questions, reply in the comments, or if you're watching this during the live stream at 8 p.m. tonight, ask me in the chat. I'm literally here right now, but when the video stops, the live chat will stop, and then you've got to ask in the comments. And I will see you next time. Have a great day. Hope your sale went fantastic. See you later. Bye-bye now.